that stuff? What is that called again? I feel like on everyone's podcast I bring this up all the time. That supernormal stimuli, or it's like a phenomena in our society. Or there was a study. These scientists were like trying to see how animals would act if like their environment became a lot more vibrant and stuff. So there were these birds, and they left the baby eggs there, but then they put like super vibrant, bright eggs like next to it, and then the birds were like just taking care of those eggs because it was like flashy, and then their babies died. But then they were saying how like humans have that same problem where like our phones, like you're kind of really into the screen, or like the way people, like obesity is a problem, and it's because the food tastes really good, so it's like something kicks in where
it's like instant gratification.
Yeah, like it's very, and it causes us to be like more impulsive instead of slowing down. And I feel like that's a big reason so many people are depressed or can't like get out of their head.
Have you tried like being like, okay, I'm gonna put my phone away, I'm not gonna look at it when you're out in public and stuff like how what's the longest I can go without even just looking at my phone?
I can go days.
You can go days?
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. I do. Like when you drive on a bus, you don't hear anything. You can't like listen to music or anything like that while you're doing it. That was very different from when I drove a bus. Like when I drove a bus, I put on that's kind of like when I started dressing up, because the alternative, the uniforms.
You watched that video?
Here's what happened. Yes, I saw the video. They gave us 2 uniform options when we were driving for Sun Metro. One of them was a super tight mesh shirt that accentuated all your problems, essentially. Like you could see every like curvature of like a guy and everything, and like in short, like literally, I swear to God, there were like obese men wearing this shirt, and I'm like, you look disgusting in this. Like, why are you wearing this? Not flattering at all.
Maybe it's like airy.
No, they loved it.
Yeah.
Like, they loved it themselves. I'm just saying the rest of society hated that.
You don't have to see this.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to see this. Or a button-down shirt. But then I remember like walking by and I saw like the old-timey guys that used to dress up shirts, and I started like, you know what? And they gave me a coat and everything, and I'm like, why don't I just wear this? And just do it that way. So I wore a full-fledged suit and everything. I had a full-on tie too. They gave you a clip-on one, but I was like, fuck that. I'm going to wear a regular tie. Yeah. That was a mistake.
Why?
Because I was driving along on the bus one time, and as I was turning, my tie got caught on the wheel. Got caught on the steering wheel, and nearly choked me out. I was making the turn.
Oh, no. It's terrible.
Yes. And at that moment, a moment later, I'm like, I can't wear this tie hanging out like this or do anything. I'll just switch to bow ties.
Yeah.
So I kind of like started wearing it that way. But here's the thing that's crazy though. I got written up for it.
For the tie?
For wearing a bow tie.
Why?
Oh, what?
I lit this.
Petty ass bitch. Bro.
Okay, we had this one.
Who called in?
Okay, here's what happened.
Who else?
This guy, I think this was a guy named, I think his name was Mondo. That's all I remember his first name. Mondo. He was a shit guy and a freaking like, he was just one of those type of assholes that likes being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole.
Wait, what was this? What city was this?
This is El Paso. So that guy, Mondo, he wrote me up and sent me to the director's office, and then I sit there I was sitting there in the director's office, and then he just looks at the paper one time. He's like, "Wait, you're here because you wore a bow tie?" Mm-hmm. He literally just told me. He just went to his secretary and be like, "All right, get Mondo in here right away." He just tells me, "Get out." Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you got caught with the other side. It's
yeah. So I just felt that I was kind of like doing like a normal thing, but then how it leads to like me entertaining. I also wore dark shade glasses and a beanie while I was also driving too, because I would like load up like audiobooks on like a little MP3 player and have one of those cords that went through my clothes and everything, and it comes out through the back and under the beanie right here, and I would have the beanie over my ears, and I'd just be listening to audiobooks while I'm driving. What's up? Because it gets super boring when you're there by yourself. Super boring. Just driving the same route over and over again. But the fact that you can do it without it, I'm actually quite impressed.
I have a good singing voice, and
you're just singing to yourself all the time.
You're like the singing bus driver.
Yes.
But I don't sing out loud for people to hear me.
Wait, what are you doing?
I just sing to myself.
Oh, quietly.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like in your head. I was like, you're not singing.
No, I can hear the pitch and everything. I'm like, okay. Start hitting notes like American Idol.
Oh, wow.
I'm basically Mariah Carey in here.
Yeah. They don't know. Superstars around this whole
Oh, of course.
Welcome to the All Regerts podcast, a podcast about regrets. I will be your host, Sam Narani, with my co-host, Omar Gonzalez. We have All Regerts and Espi Rivadeneira.
What's up? Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah. It's always
good.
Every once in a while I get your name tongue-tied and it just pisses me off so much. Because there's so many R's. That's the thing. Like, I can roll my R's. But when I mess up and I'm
There are
Mexican...
two.
It's at least
That's
10.
it.
That's
Oh, in
that's a lot
my
of
name,
R's.
there's one.
There's at least 10 R's in your name.
No. R.
The way that I pronounce things probably puts a lot of R's in your name. I put a lot of R's and S's where they're not needed to be. So... No.
It's the opposite of Puerto Ricans. They take the S's up.
No, just 100% sure they do.
I do not know about this cultural trend.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of differences between
One
them.
of the best Spanish speaking.
It's fine.
One of the best Spanish
Pretty sure
speaking
Argentina
nations.
has like known best Spanish.
Very suave in Puerto Rico.
It's
Very-
pretty tight in Argentina.
Very attractive language.
Very.
It's okay.
You're talking about Argentina. Yeah, it is.
Argentina's not tight. Argentina's tight.
It's a great country.
Even in school, they were like, Argentinians have the best Spanish.
Oh, that's what they say in school. But on the streets, Puerto Rico.
But if you go to Argentina and you see it, it's got a very sing-songy flow. Because there's some Italian influence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about that hip hop life, so.
Okay.
Oh my god, is this a domestic? Because I'm not interested.
At one point in time.
Maybe. I don't know. And stuff, so, I guess. So,
Do you want me to just go first?
you're more than welcome to.
Alright, we'll go first.
Sam,
Yeah.
since you're a veteran of this podcast, you and me, would you like to start first and make it feel comfortable for everybody?
I've had 2 sittings already.
Sitting
Yay.
Yay!
I'm in current seat, but I'm already sitting number 3 right now. So, I learned I fucking hate corporate world. It's the worst thing ever. So, there was this one job that I resented extra. So, on my way out, I had all my stuff, and the last thing I said to all these people was, "Goodbye, Apollo. I hope our paths never cross." And I was like, that's so cute. I thought it'd be adorable.
Sam.
And I leave with all my stuff.
Why did you hate this job so much?
It just, I think I just hate sitting at a desk. And it was marketing, so it's full of bullshit.
What about, because I always would worry about, I want them to give me a...
Like a good recommendation?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I don't even care. I am going to pour gasoline on this bridge on my way out. Bye.
You're like that scene in
Wow.
Half Baked where like you just want to go on a microphone and just tell everybody, fuck you, fuck you,
Basically,
fuck you.
yeah.
Were there anybody that's cool? Yeah, you're cool.
You're cool.
What?
I don't know. Oh yeah, this other thing. This one girl that I really, really hated working with because she was so bubbly and happy, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you hate people with positive attitudes?
I know what she means. I don't like when people are too over the top. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is fake. This can't be real.
Exactly.
And
Interesting.
it's like, it's too loud. If someone's like too loud, I'm like, no, don't. Why? What are you trying to prove? Do you know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. There's some people that are just like, you could feel the fakeness coming out of their body. Like if they're not
Right.
nice, genuinely nice. They're just like
Or it's sadness. That's what I see sometimes.
sadness.
Well, I feel like
Yeah,
it's
that's
covering
true.
up.
Yeah,
the
there's so happy.
sadness.
There's this girl that rides a bus, and
Okay.
she's so happy, like an African lady, and
Mhm.
she's always like, "Thank you very much," and "Hello, how are you?" And I'm like,
wow.
"Oh, you're so sad when you go home." I see it. I feel it.
Right?
I feel it.
But
It's
like,
too much.
she made me so mad. And then she would wear perfume at her desk, and it was like one of those Bath and Body Works perfumes.
It's too much.
And I just got so mad. I was like, why does it smell like an insecure 14-year-old in here?
Holy shit.
And it did. It fucking smelled like that. That's what it smelled like. And she stopped putting perfume on at her desk from then on out. So who wins that one? This one right here. I'm getting a lot of upset looks.
Yeah. I don't know if we call that a victory.
But I feel bad about saying that out loud.
The amount,
Right, that's your regret.
the amount of
Regret.
perfume.
The regret.
My regret.
The amount of perfume that I had to put on that my mother put on me was as compared to what was actually. Because what you're supposed to do is like you're supposed to like do like one
First
spray.
of all, you wearing perfume?
Yeah, we're all still hung up on that. Your mom made you wear perfume.
You can't gloss over that.
I've worn perfume before.
Why?
Okay.
Why don't you use
Intentionally?
Because it
cologne?
smells. No, it smells better.
Just why don't you use cologne?
Cologne. There's some colognes they all sound the same. Like there's some perfumes where you want to.
I'll give you deodorant.
Okay, you gave me deodorant.
yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to do
Like Old Spice deodorant.
I know.
They have different flavors.
I'm aware, and I'm playing around.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm playing around about the perfume thing, so like that. But I'll just go with it. So I've had put on cologne before, but the amount that like what you're supposed to do is like 1 or 2 sprays, and that's it.
Yeah.
Literally just covered.
You?
Oh yeah, they would just
Mom
like
would?
she would tell me. She would like just straight up spray me like, all right, you just put on cologne, and it's just like pss, 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 like all over my shirt. And all over like the pants too and everything, and I just walk out and I'm like, I just smell nothing but like Old Spice.
Is your mom an old school lady?
100%.
Yeah.
65 years old and stuff. And when she was raising me, it was like my dad would just like it was always polo blue, polo or like polo blue
Ralph
or something
Lauren.
like that.
That was
yeah,
her?
that was
That was his.
Yeah, that was his brand.
his.
And she would spray it on me all the time.
There was an old lady on the bus today, and it just at first it smelled like what do you call it, lifesavers?
Yeah.
But then after a while, it was like poison. It's too much.
Yeah. It's over.
It became
Yeah.
like overbearing. It was like this is.
Did they smell with any other smell or just smelling like the perfume?
It just smelled like it didn't mix with her body chemistry.
You're like, yeah.
The skin is rejecting the scent.
It does
That's how it
because
is.
that's what happens is
That's
it
what
does
it is.
mix with your because me and my mom wore the same thing once and it would like we both smelled different though,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was
That's
tight.
how it is.
Yeah, like it just depends on what you naturally
give off.
your natural smells.
Right.
So I'm curious, Sam. Now with this person, this happily go lovely bubbly person, and you hate positive attitudes.
Okay.
Sam doesn't hate positive attitude. There's a big difference.
I know. But why do you still think about this person today?
Because it was such a mean thing. Like, I could have just let it go. You know, be a fucking adult about it. Be like, people are different. Move along with your life. But I didn't. I was like, I just need to be mean to ruin her day.
But I'm curious. But the thing is that like I'm curious about is that like why does it still like do you still think about this person every once in a while? Like
Yeah.
I wish I was more shittier to this person.
Sometimes, yeah.
You're like,
Wait,
this
do
person-
you or do you feel
Bullshit.
bad?
I feel bad that I
That's why you
couldn't
brought
keep
it
my
up.
emotions in check around her. You know
That's
what I
why-
mean?
Fair.
Yeah.
You
It's
feel
like-
bad. That's why you.
Do you
brought
feel
it up.
like you
Yeah.
could have told her like you could have told her nicely like this is kind of overbearing just to be you know what I mean as like a friend being like hey
Be
this
cool
is a
about
lot
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I could have absolutely done that. There's
But
a lot
you
of things
didn't.
I
It's
could.
always enough.
Thought of like I could have done that.
Part of it was like, this is a really funny line. I want to say this out loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like when you're younger too, you just like blurt
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 23, I think. And just resentful.
Youngish.
Well, you hang out with a bunch. That's what you hang out with a bunch of
Sarcasm.
kids that
Sarcasm.
just
Girl.
Blurt.
say
Kids,
things.
well, yeah, but they're like 8, not 23. They're always just blurting.
No, this was like, as an adult.
You made it sound like you were a kid.
And, now
Like
my
14.
new regret is sharing the story with all of you.
We're all just judging so hard.
We're not judging hard.
I'm
We're
just
just
kidding.
more curious about things sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all good.
I used to just get really mad and just shout at people, like mean things, and I just think about that now.
As we talk, I think of more things I regret. I didn't have anything before we walked in here, and now I'm like,
Yeah, I think
2 or
I
3
have-
right now.
Go ahead. I'm
One.
curious about things that you do regret. Go
Is it my
ahead.
turn?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go for
Give
it.
a shot.
All right, so when I was in 9th grade, there was this kid in my piano class. I forget his name. It was something really white though, but he was just annoying for some reason. I don't know why, but I locked him in a closet
Where did you lock him in the closet?
in school. In the piano class, in the fucking closet.
Andre.
For how long?
No, it wasn't too long. Maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Was he crying?
He wasn't happy. I don't remember him crying.
What?
Oh, wow.
How did that happen? Like, what?
I think we had to go into the closet for something. He had to get something out of the closet, and it was just like opportunities.
Oh my god.
This fool was getting on my nerves, and I don't want to see him for the next 5 to 10
Did
minutes.
the rest of the class just be like...
No, I think I kept it so quiet, and
That's scary.
I can't remember if he told the teacher or not, but I don't remember getting in trouble for that.
I'm sure everybody thought he was annoying then.
He wasn't on his
Yeah.
So, really?
I do feel better about
You,
that.
yeah, you do feel better because it's like you helped the community by shutting this guy up.
No, it was terrible. But at the
He was
time,
probably so scared. Wait, so was it in the music class?
in the music class.
How
Like,
did
the class
nobody?
was
How did
full.
this kid? How did the teacher not notice?
She was busy like teaching other people how to play fucking.
But I feel like I have
drum.
eyes on everybody because I'm like, what are you doing?
See,
But
because
the
you're a
piano
good
class-
teacher. That's the
piano class
problem.
is like right over people, teaching them like finger positions.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
I'm
notes and
still,
shit.
even if I'm going through, that's just a bad teacher. I'm
She was
disappointed
just-
in that.
She was an old lady too.
I noticed this is a trend. I feel like this is mean, but I'm gonna say I noticed like all the music teachers I've had or like dealt with, they're always taking days off or like missing for a while. I'm like, I should be a music teacher. Like always have.
You can. It's kind of like the school nurse. You know, like the school nurse is almost never there. When
No,
when-
my nurse is always. She's always there.
She's always there.
Yeah.
I don't even remember us having a nurse.
We had
Never
a
had
district nurse. Like the nurse would go around various various schools, and like will only.
You
like,
had one nurse split between
You grew up in El
schools?
Paso?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Oh my God,
It was a
that's
poor school
terrible.
district.
Oh, 100%.
It's a poor school district.
East Led
That's
Independent
so
School
bad.
District. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Money.
like worst case, they're like, oh, okay, we'll take you home if you're feeling sickly because we don't have a nurse. Bye.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go call your parents.
Bad.
By the way, just to let you know an idea of how much how my schooling quality was. In elementary school, you ever heard of Wright Elementary in Lubbock, Texas?
Right?
Yeah, WRIGHT.
I feel like I have, but
And yeah, it was in Lubbock, Texas. Our science teacher was also the janitor.
there you go.
Yeah.
Dang.
He also would like literally just like every once in a while, like every Thursday, I think like at 1:30, he would come in and teach us science
That's
for like 45
Just
minutes.
got his mom. He's like, all right.
Oh yeah. He's like, hold on, I'm a little bit late. I just gotta clean up this puke real quick, and then I'll come teach class.
Hey, oh no, that's great. Here's chemical reaction. Sawdust, puke, kids. Come on in the hallway.
Yeah, man.
But
But he was from Wright? Is that
yeah, that was
Did
he
you go to
went.
Wright?
I went to Wright Elementary
You grew up in Lubbock?
for like about 3 years.
What year from where?
From 90, let's see. I think it was like 93 to 96.
Okay, I just got there in 96.
Yeah.
95. 96.
You guys missed each other.
Yeah, we missed each other.
I went to Western,
Wait, you went to Western?
on the west side. Yeah.
Nice. Me too. I lived down like, I'm trying to remember. It was like Anderson. I think it was like Anderson or something like that. Or something with an A, high school. It was right
Yeah.
It was right below Joyland.
Alderson?
Yeah, Alderson.
Yeah.
There you go. My older brother went to Alderson, but we lived in that neighborhood. And that neighborhood it wasn't bad, but I didn't say the cheap word, but go ahead. It's kind of
It's the
insane.
whole, yeah, it's the whole east side.
Yeah, pretty much. Like what I'm curious about you is like, why do you still think about stuffing that kid in the locker today?
It was in a locker. It was a closet. He had
The
plenty of
closet,
space.
yes.
He had plenty of
He had
space.
plenty of space.
Like, but I'm serious. Like, it was one of those things. Like, you were young, you put somebody in the closet, you lock them in, and it's not like awful. It's not like
It's
left them there for
pretty
like a
bad.
day.
I just held him in the closet for a period of time.
I'm
Why
fascinated.
do I think about it?
Yeah, what do you still think
It was
about
shitty. It was a shitty thing to do.
Do you not like doing shitty things?
No, the older I get, the more I don't want to be like that. For sure.
You just want to be like, I want to be a better Andre.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be?
All the time.
I don't know. There's some people that are like happy doing shitty things.
That's true. Those are twisted people. Those people have no time for.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of times they just justify it. You know?
When people do something wrong.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh, they deserve that. I did something mean to them because they cut me off. And it's like, dude, sit down.
I just feel like as you get older, you start doing childish things, and We did a lot of childish shit that we probably regret.
I'm curious about like what age did you feel like, all right, I want to stop doing childish shit anymore?
Probably when I started paying bills, it was like 18.
Damn. So it's like as soon as you feel like things cost money, it's just like, I guess I gotta get my shit together.
Yeah, when you gotta be responsible for shit. And then your childish things become adult fuck ups.
Childish things become adult fuck. You graduate.
Yeah, my pops told me the older you get, the more your mistakes cost. And that's true.
That's fair.
That's true.
I never heard that before.
That's smart. That's like a smart thing to live by.
Yeah.
That's a tweet.
That's gonna be an
I don't
awesome.
get like a lot of I should tweet that.
Yeah, that's a quote that will probably be like on an Instagram post on some thirst trap.
No.
That's just quoting on the bottom of the caption.
Oh yeah, it'll
Some
be
stripper
like,
losing her money.
No.
Like, here's my butt shot, and
This
here's
was
my
a
quote.
nice thing. You guys are ruining it. It was so sweet and wholesome.
do you guys want to plug like social media stuff if anybody wants to follow you?
At DreRicks87 on Instagram, Facebook. Words with Friends.
He's not lying about that one. He wants people to beat on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you done?
I want to say hi to my mom.
Okay.
Franklin's Barbecue. Shout out to
Jesus.
I know.
Hold on a second.
Shout out to
Franklin's
Texas.
Barbecue.
Shout out to Western Elementary. Big
Yeah.
up to the Whirlwinds.
Right.
That's it.
So, hold on a second, Andre. So, first of all, you're shouting out Franklin's. Before then, Cracker Barrel. And what is this? And then RCI?
Once again,
REI?
Bluebell Ice Cream. I just shot y'all an email.
Wow, you just know your demographic you're going for.
Subway. I'm gonna eat fresh.
Subway's not bueno.
We'll cut that out of the podcast.
Okay, so
We're trying to get him a promotion, but
Lazy
right?
boy. I fuck with you.
Yeah.
you can find me Instagram espionage921, and then Espi Rivadeneira Rivadeneira, and yeah, my Twitter's the same.
Thank you for listening to the All Regerts podcast with Sam Narani and Omar Gonzalez. Remember this, just because you have regrets doesn't mean you cannot live life as if you have no regrets. Have a wonderful day.